Guys, this is Ida. Can you see, guys? I'm back on my desk. Believe it or not, I told you guys I was going to clean up. I don't have it completely done now, but I have it pretty much cleaned up. I wanted to share a project with you guys. I don't know if y'all remember the paper mache pumpkin that I had bought a while back, and I said that I wanted to alter it. And this is just a paper mache pumpkin, you guys. And all I did was, remember I've shown you the gesso before, that anytime I'm working with any type of paper mache item or a canvas, I prep the surface with some white gesso. So that's what I did to this pumpkin. I colored it in white gesso to make sure that when I put the clay pieces on there, that the moisture in the clay pieces wouldn't soak into the paper and warp the pumpkin. So after it had dried, I started making my clay pieces, you guys. And I'm going to show you what I used, the ones that I used for my clay pieces. I actually have a couple of them. I used these right here, the left and the right. And these are for cake decorating, you guys. And these are kind of pricey, I'm not going to lie to you. I know Abby carries some of these, a lot of the Marvelous molds in her shop. And it's basically more for cake decorating, but because I'm not doing cake decorating anymore, I decided to use these for my clay molds, as clay molds. And what I love about these, you guys, is the flexibility. I can pull anything out of there without too much trouble, because this silicone is so soft, you know. And this ridge that's on here, it's made for if you're rolling out your clay like you would fondant. Well, you would put the layer of clay over this and get your rolling pin and start rolling it to press it into the mold. And this edge right here that's lifted up, what that does, it trims off the excess. And so this does this right here in the middle. That's what these are made for fondant. But like I said, I use them for clay and they work fine for me. And I love that I can release very easily, no matter, you know, what type of clay I use in there. And the other thing that I use is this old Martha Stewart clay mold. And this is for clay. And it had these two butterflies. So I wanted to add butterflies to my pumpkin. And here's one of the butterflies, you guys. I hope that you guys can see pretty good. I think you can. And then here's the bigger one. And then here's the smaller one. And there's even a smaller one on the stump that's on the stem that's on the pumpkin. And here are those big clay pieces, and I colored these with it's this right here, you guys. It's called Sparks by Prima. It's Art Alchemy Sparks, and it's like a coppery kind of pearlized paint, and that's what I used on the flourishes right here. And I had a hard time coloring the butterflies, you guys, because, you know, it's kind of hard to match up colors, light colors, when you're using a light color. And I didn't want the butterflies to be really bright and dark. You know, I wanted everything to kind of blend in, but for you to be able to, for it to stand out. And I don't know if I did it justice or not, but this is what I did. And I colored it yellow. I colored it, I used, what other color did I used an orange on there. I didn't like it. I put yellow on there. I didn't like it. I even outlined in black, and I still didn't like it. So I went back and kind of, you know, blotted a lot of it out. And then I ended up just doing the glitterific on there. And I thought, I'm just going to do the glitterific on there. So anyway, for this particular pumpkin, I did two flourish sets, the right and the left, on either side. And then I just kind of scattered the little butterflies wherever. Like I have a big one here, a big one on the other side, and then the little ones just scattered. And right here in the center, to get this effect right here, this is just like a chunky glitter. And also it's a sequence mix that my friend Nisha had gifted us in our copper embellishment box. And okay, Nisha, I'm completely out. I used everything that I had left, you guys, and I had been using that sparingly because I didn't want it to run out. But when I wanted to add sequins and stuff to this pumpkin, so I knew that that was a way to bring out, because I wanted to be blingy. You know, I wanted to catch that, for it to catch somebody's eye. So definitely that glitterific and the sequence mix, it does it. And it's so pretty, you guys. And then I had a couple of leaves from a little bush that I had bought at, I think it was Hobby Lobby. And then I had a wreath that had shed one of the leaves. And this is kind of a fuzzy leaf. And that's the way the leaves are on the pumpkin patch, you guys. So I kind of added one there and then this one here. And I didn't have any cording. I had bought a cording because I made a canvas with a watermelon. And the watermelon does the same thing. It's got the coily vines. So I wanted to make a vine on the watermelon canvas that I had made. So I knew I had it in green. And for the life of me, you guys, I searched high and low in my craft room. And I could not find it because I was going to do the coiling in the green. Well, what I did find was this roll of twine. Kind of a burlap color, a natural color, and it didn't have a wire going through it. And I thought, well, how am I going to get it to coil if it's soft? So I remembered I had some copper wire, because I do have all types of different wires. This one right here, you guys, but you can get it in bigger rolls. And what I did was I cut the piece as long as I needed it to be, and I wrapped it around the cord to coil it to the cord, and then I put it on a pencil or you know, really something bigger, and I just kind of wrapped it to coil it. And that's how I got this to stay, you guys, because the copper is wrapped around the cording, and you can see bits and pieces of the copper on there, but it looks really pretty. And after I had colored this, I really got way ahead of myself, you guys. I painted it with gesso to prep it. The next step that I took was I colored it like in a cream color, because I thought I'm going to keep it really, really light. When I had colored it in the cream color, it was so close to the original color of the gesso that I really didn't care for it. So what I did was I had a bright orange color and that cream color, and I kind of mixed it together to make this very pale peach color. And that's what I did. I colored the whole pumpkin in that peach color. And then in the center here, I used the this Memory Hardware powder. And it is a powder, you guys. I'm going to open it so you can see it. Abby carries this in her shop. And this one's like a moss color. See, it's like a powdery. And I just used a brush. Now, I'm not sure if you can wet this. You might be able to wet this or even mix it in your different paints and stuff. But all I did with a dry brush, you guys. Let me see if I can close it. Yeah. So with a brush, all I did was take a soft brush. Even a makeup brush would work really well. And I kind of just did it in between the segments of the pumpkin. I brushed the pink, and if I wanted, I kept going until I got it as dark as I wanted it to be. But this is one of the things that I use, especially around the edges of the flourishes. You know, and that color, it brings out. And I did try to use other colors, because she does have other colors. Like she's got this real light color, which is this artisan powder. It's a vintage ivory. And she's got this patina one. And then she's got this pink. I was trying to use this pink, but it was way too light for the colors that I was using, you guys, because I had already colored it in peach. You know, this peachy color. But all these powders, Abby carries them in her shop if anybody's interested in those. And anyway, when I was brushing it on, I liked the way the green was the one that was really standing out, because it was a moss color. So that's what I used in between here. And then I used a, and I haven't sealed it yet, you guys. I'm going to tell you why I haven't sealed it. I want to seal it. The reason I haven't sealed it, because I don't have any matte Mod Podge. Mod Podge comes in different finishes. One of them's gloss, one of them's a high gloss, one of them is like a vintage or antique, another one is a matte color, and I don't have the matte color, so I haven't sealed it yet, because I don't want it to get glossy. I really don't. I want it to stay like this, but because I think once it gets glossy, it takes away from the glitter and the sequence mix that I have up here. You know, so I don't want it to I don't want it to be glossy. I want it to be matte. So I want to find some type of sealer that's just matte. Anyway, I had colored it in the peach, and then I went over it with the green in between the segments and closer to the top and the bottom. See the bottom? And after I had done that, I thought I still wanted to be a little bit more darker, and I want some more, I tried to put in a darker orange, and I didn't like the way it was looking, because I'm not really a painter, an artist like that, so putting colors together is really hard for me. So when I was done, I still wanted, I felt like it was too light, because when I would add the dark orange, the contrast between the two colors was too much, and I didn't like it. So I thought, no, that doesn't work. So I went ahead and lightened it back up. So what I did, guys, and I use this Inca Gold, and this is like a copper. It's the color in copper. And mine has dried out, guys, because these tend to dry out. Mine is look like a chunk, you guys. It's chunky because it's supposed to be creamy, but it's dried out. But if yours does that, don't throw it away. What I do with that is I just use bottled water in my little spray mister, and I spray it in there to kind of soften it back up. And that's what I do, guys, to reuse it again. And I use that, and I used a green one that I have on the pumpkin. But you can see where I started bringing in the darker coppers and kind of just blending it, so you could only see bits and pieces where it's darker, and then it lines up. And after I got that, well, I colored these with that with the Sparks one that I showed you, and I really like that. But you know, I could have done the whole pumpkin in that color and it would have been beautiful, but I did want to add some green to it. That's why I didn't color the whole pumpkin in this this Sparks color. And then I glued, like I said, a couple of leaves on here. But before I did all that, of course, I did the glitter because it's underneath all that. And when I was done with that, then I added the cording. And the cording, I didn't even glue it on, guys, because I had a wire. I kind of just twisted it on like you would a bread tie, a wire tie on you know, just one of those twist ties. That's what I did here. And the leaves I did glue down. But this is the finished results, you guys. I hope that you like this, and I hope it inspires you. And this is a pretty good sized pumpkin, you guys. But it had been sitting in my craft room, and I thought I needed to do something with it. You know, Thanksgiving and fall is going to come and go, and I'm still going to have it there. And all I had done to it was gessoed it, and it was just sitting there. So this morning I decided, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And I absolutely love the results, you guys. I hope that you like what I created, and that you go out and you try it. You know, get something, anything that's paper mache, and just start working on it. You'd be surprised, you know, because it's your own finishing touch, guys. You can do whatever you want with it. You can add any color that you want with it. You make it your own. You know, the pumpkin was just the bones, you know, the skeleton for it. You know, the art, that's where we can get really creative. And using these clay molds and using clay, you can really, you know, personalize a project to your liking. Now, there's another thing that I picked up, you guys, and I haven't played with it. I'll tell you what it is, but I haven't played with it. So until I play with it, then I will show it to you. I bought the P-Touch ribbon and label printer, and I saw Bible Scraps. She had it on her channel, and I thought, oh, I want that, because I saw that somebody had gifted Miss Lisa Goss, Happy Crafter Lisa Goss, something, and they had personalized the ribbon, and I thought, oh, I want to do that. How did they do that? And let me grab the machine real quick, you guys, so I can show it to you. I wasn't going to share it with you because I haven't even opened it, but I'm going to go ahead and share it because I think it's something that's going to be awesome to play with. And you know, us crafters, when we're in a swap, we like to personalize our projects. I hope you guys can hear me well because I'm going around my desk because I just dropped this right in the entrance of my door. Oh man, let me see. And I forgot to turn my phone on so it won't ring. But I'm going to share with you, and you got to be careful, you guys, because when I bought it, I had a couple rolls in my hands, and I was showing it to my daughter, but then I paid attention that it said ribbon. It said, not ribbon, it said, let me move this out of the way. It said, tape on there. So what I was actually buying without paying attention was the tape instead of the ribbon. So if you're gonna get this, make sure you pay attention to that. Let me see if I can get this glitter off of here. That's why I want to seal the pumpkin, because I don't like it when glitter's shedding everywhere, you guys. So the trick to that is to seal it, and then you don't have that problem. So, and I haven't done that yet. But this is the P-Touch Embellishment by Brother, and it prints on ribbon and tape, you guys. So I already have a label printer, but mine doesn't do ribbon. So this one I'm gonna play with, and then when I play with it, I will definitely share with you guys. But if you can see right here in the image right here where they printed the ribbon, and it looks very crisp and very clean. Now, the lady that gifted Miss Lisa something, she printed it out, and the printing was very crisp, you guys, and I like that. So I'm gonna show you what the ribbon looks like. Let me see, what all did I get? I picked up 3 packs of ribbon. This was $60, you guys, and you cannot use a coupon on it because it's by Brother. So you cannot use a coupon on this, but I'm dying to try this. So the other thing that I picked up were the ribbons, you guys. And see right here, it says satin ribbon. So make sure that the one you get says satin ribbon and not tape, because then it's not going to be ribbon. This one's a satin ribbon, and the ribbon's in red, but the color, the printing is going to be in gold on this, and it tells you right here on red. So it's gold on red. I bought the white. I bought the white satin ribbon, and it says white, so it's gold on white. I also bought the black on the white ribbon. So those are the 3, and they did have a navy one, you guys, and they're supposed to have a pink one, but they didn't have them in stock at my Michaels, so I wasn't able to get them, but I got these 3 that I want to play with. Definitely, I might go back and get other colors, and hopefully, or, because let me tell you guys, I saw these online on Amazon, and they were $18. They're $9.99 at Michaels, you guys. So if I was you, I would get them at Michaels. The machine was $59.99 at Michaels, and I think it was closer to $70 on Amazon. So definitely Michaels had the better price on this. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed my project that I created, and I hope that you guys like what I created for Faithful Friday, and that you visited my ladies, Ginger, Pana, Sabrina, the S Factor Studio. I hope you guys went over there and showed them some love, you guys. Oh, and another thing before I forget, I don't know how many of you like to listen to worship music, but my daughter Abby, she used to be in the choir in our church, and because she couldn't go to all the prayers and everything that the church had going on, and practice, and because she has a job, she has a full-time job, and she's got three babies. They're not babies anymore, but they're still pretty young. She wasn't able to keep up with going to all of that, so she had to step down from the choir. But she has a beautiful voice, you guys, and she just decided the other day that she was going to do a YouTube channel, and she was going to sing worship music, and she does have a channel, so check in the description box, you guys, and I'm going to link her channel there. Please go over there, guys, and show her some love. I remember when I first started my channel, it took years for my channel to grow. And it's not that, and she's not doing it for any particular reason, as far as growth goes. But, when we invest time in something, we want for somebody else to enjoy it. And she loves to sing, you guys. And I'm not saying she sings good because she's my daughter. She sings good because the Lord gave her a gift. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I hope this inspired you. And until next time, bye.